Welcome to Direction Northeast. Hello, I'm Joey Morris.
And I'm Lila Archer. This program is a presentation of the Communications Department of Northeast State Community College. This special episode of Direction Northeast is a collection of stories from around the campus.
Each semester, broadcast news and media writing students are assigned feature reports or packages to produce in the field. These are the field stories reporters give on news programs daily.
Our first student report involves the popular apps you would download for your smartphone or tablet. These handy programs make all sorts of tasks easier to do. Northeast State recently rolled out a new app to make school-related tasks easier. Casey Tafer reports.
Students at Northeast State Community College are becoming more connected with their school through an application launched for Android and iPhone users. I spoke to Northeast State librarian Chris Damus, who is one of the app's developers.
The app is basically gives the student or the user access to various functions to connect to the school. We have a directory, a campus department directory that is on the app. We have news that the student or user can actually use, and then we have access to the social media platforms.
Students at Northeast are already taking advantage of the app.
Click on it, look at what you need to look at. Like I use it for North Star or to check the calendar of dates and see what's coming up.
Vice President of Information Technology Fred Lewis had this to say.
And over the course of a few months, they put together an app for Northeast State for both Apple devices and Android, and we turned out to be the first community college in the state to have our own app.
Lewis is also hopeful about the future.
We're continuing to work on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as any other things that come out. We have an office on campus that's looking at social media and other types of devices like iPads and things like that.
With social media becoming more integrated into our everyday life, Northeast State is making sure to keep up with the times. For more information on the app, you can visit www.northeaststate.edu, or you can download the app for your Android or iPhone. For Direction Northeast, I'm Casey Tafer.
The Northeast State app is available through the Apple App Store and the Android market, depending upon your operating system.
What if there was a place
where your mind is nourished?
Your time respected.
A place where you don't feel lost in the crowd.
Where you get the attention you need.
And deserve.
What if that place is right here? Right here.
Right here, all along.
Over 80 programs of study.
A main campus.
And convenient teaching sites.
Unlimited potential.
Right in your backyard.
Northeast State.
Northeast State.
Northeast State Community College.
While electronic books may not be available for all classes, many cost-reducing alternatives are becoming available, including textbook rentals.
Electronic communications are a given for today's students. Since they were children, emails and texting have been a part of their lives. Few of this generation of students are not involved somehow in social networking.
While social networking can present many distractions in a college classroom, Twitter and Facebook, Pinterest and LinkedIn are finding a welcome in some classrooms. Social media is everywhere we turn these days, and nowhere is that more evident than on the college campus. At Northeast State Technical Community College, cell phones and laptops are accessories for staying in touch and in step with classmates. That same technology can be used by the college to keep the lines of communication open between students and the administration.
You know, we have students today who are, a lot of students are on Facebook and Twitter, and they want to know that we are aware of those type of technologies.
Other professors think cell phones and Facebook pages should be used sparingly, if at all.
In the actual classroom, for the most part, I am opposed to social media as far as students sitting in the back of the class and, playing on Facebook. One thing that they tend to forget many times, we instructors, are their Facebook friends as well. So it can be quite comical when we return home and see the posts that they made during class. But there is a time and a place for it, even within the classroom. If you think about it, our program D2L is a type of social media in and of itself.
Students who use social media daily get used to getting the majority of their information that way.
I use social media daily. I use Facebook at least once or twice an hour.
The college also uses this technology to keep the student body informed about important events. Social media is the new frontier in information technology. The challenge that schools and businesses face is tapping into that technology and putting it to work for them. For Direction Northeast, I'm Joey Morris.
One One thing about electronic networking is that it's hard to catch the flu online. Brandon Frazier talked to the school nurse last winter about keeping healthy in flu season.
Sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever. Yes, it's flu season again. One way to defend yourself and without breaking the bank on medicines and remedies is by getting the flu shot. Nurse Sue Roberts, RN, will be happy to assist students with all their flu-related needs.
The flu shot is your first protection that you can do to prevent yourself getting the flu. It's a vaccine that causes you to develop immunity to 3 of the viruses of the flu that they expect to cause you to be the sickest this year. So you get protection from 3 flu viruses in 1 flu shot.
Dr. Matthew Parks, MD, explains why students should get their shots.
It's very important to get the flu shot, mainly to protect yourself, but it also protects those around you, your friends and family, so that you don't get the flu and pass it to them.
What most students don't realize is that flu shots are being offered in the student health clinic. For low cost, students can get what seems to be the best defense against this season's outbreak.
If you get the flu, you can be sick anywhere from a week to 3 weeks. And it would just be, could be disastrous to have to miss a week to 2 weeks of classes.
For more information, go to www.northeaststate.edu or visit Nurse Sue at C2113. I'm Brendan Frazier for Direction Northeast.
Northeast State offers many health and wellness programs in addition to their flu vaccine program.
One thing that has remained constant throughout this school year has been the pressure of rising gasoline prices, as students and faculty alike have struggled to cope with the increase in transportation cost. Julia Coe filed this report.
Gas prices all over the area are on the rise. While the average price for a gallon of gas in Tennessee is $3.49, motorists in our region are paying a little more at $3.52. According to AAA, gas prices are 40 cents higher now than they were the same time last year. Among the most affected by the increase are people who commute long distances to work and school. At Northeast State, students and instructors are feeling the pinch at the pump.
Being a single mother and trying to make my life better, I would need to change my life big time. I've thought about maybe taking an online class next semester. I have thought about carpooling, even though it's not fun and it's not dependable all the time. I've thought about it.
Many students are scaling back their spending and even cutting out activities that would result in higher fuel costs.
I'm not going to be able to do anything. I haven't cut back my social life now. I won't have any social life then.
I'm not going out as much. I used to just always go to like Johnson City just for fun, but now I can't do that. I live in Kingsport.
I mean, you do cut back on a lot more things, like, maybe not going out to the movies as much or going out to eat as much.
The rising costs of getting where you're going is a frustration all over the country. Students and faculty of Northeast State Community College are no exception. With summer approaching, more and more motorists say they will be sticking close to home. With Northeast State, I'm Julia Coe.
What if there was a place
where your mind is nourished,
your time respected,
a place where you don't feel lost in the crowd,
where you get the attention you need
And deserve.
What if that place is right here, right here?
Right here, all along.
Over 80 programs of study.
a main campus,
And convenient teaching sites.
Unlimited potential.
right in your backyard?
Northeast State.
Northeast State.
Northeast State Community College.
Voting is one of the greatest powers any citizen can have. You've got the power right there in your hand. When you cast your vote for the ideas and beliefs which you feel should govern our country, you determine the course of nations just by casting your vote. Don't give that power away. Register to vote before local deadlines. Learn what the candidates stand for and then cast your vote when Election Day rolls around. You have the power right there in your hand when you register to vote. This announcement was presented by the students of Northeast State Community College.
This reminder, the voter registration announcements used on this program were produced by the students in the Mass Communications program.
This year has seen much growth at Northeast State. Several local learning centers throughout the Tri-Cities have opened or are in the works. The largest of these centers is the new Kingsport Center for Higher Education in downtown Kingsport. This spring, the newest part of the center opened, the Regional Center for Automotive Technology. Cody DeGroat filed this report.
Today marks the opening of a cutting-edge addition to the ever-expanding Northeast State Technical Community College, and that is the Pal Barger Regional Center for Automotive Programs in Kingsport. We briefly spoke with Pal Barger on the creation of the facility.
They've done a great job on it, and I'm sure it's going to be a real asset to the community, and I guess they're sold out on the classes, and it's going to be a real asset for downtown, or for the whole area, for that matter.
And Mr. Barger also expressed how much the expectations for the facility were exceeded from a structural and technological aspect.
It's a lot better than I could have imagined. Whoever put all this together did a fantastic job. I don't know much about body work, but anyway, the facility looks great, and everybody that's involved said it's one of the best.
Mr. Ferguson comments on how we seize the opportunity to transform an unused building into a chance to educate a popular subject.
One thing, it's always nice when you can take an old building and refurbish it and recycle it for another use, and this is perfect.
He also touches on the various two-year automotive degrees available.
Well, primarily people will be coming through here with the intent of getting two-year certifications in all of the various certifications that are offered in this automotive center.
Mayor Dennis Phillips on the higher than expected enrollment and how valuable these skills can be in our area.
I think you'll have more students than you can handle here. I really do, because body shop and mechanic personnel are in very much demand. And I think this is something that will it will serve all of East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and it's going to get people in a short period of time in a profession and a job that they can actually make a living.
Dr. Janice Gilliam discusses Northeast State's excitement about adding a technologically advanced location such as the RCAP.
We couldn't be happier with the turnout and the support of Kingsport, but as good as the building looks, we are also very excited about the technology, and that includes, these virtual painters, the training boards. There's just a world of technology. Painting a car has truly evolved into a very technological field.
And also touches on program expansion and the freedom to choose that Northeast State students still have.
Well, we hope to prepare students for any field, whether they want to go into a two-year college, stay locally, work in industry. We want to prepare them for every field possible as much as we can. And this certainly adds to our array of over 50 different programs that students can take.
From the Pal Barger Regional Center for Automotive Programs, I'm Cody DeGroat for Direction Northeast.
Many other changes took place this year at Northeast State. Some of those changes were academic in nature.
Each year, many students come to colleges and universities needing help in areas for which they are not prepared to perform at the college level. Tests such as the Compass test diagnose areas in which additional preparatory work is needed.
Last year, the Tennessee legislature ordered a change in what were then called developmental courses for math, reading, and study skills. The results are what are now called learning support courses. Ethan Clausen reports on the new program.
Students at Northeast State have been introduced to a new way of learning. The school has added learning support programs to the curriculum. Learning support is an online and lab program designed to help students sharpen their skills. The learning support coordinator tells us more about the program.
Some of the nice things about the learning support program, as it's been newly redesigned, it allows for students to take only the courses in which they are currently deficient. So basically what happens is they take a series of 6 placement tests before they start their learning support courses, and they're allowed to skip out of any learning support courses for which they've passed the placement test.
The learning support, there are 5 learning support classes for credit, and then there's one that's non-credit, starting with Math 0890, 0891 up through 0895.
The students also seem to be responding to the program fairly well.
The Learning Support Math program has truly helped me because I'm able to pause the lectures in order to keep up with the instructor.
For Direction Northeast, I'm Ethan Clausen.
Other programs to improve the learning experience are in place on campus. Now entering its 3rd year is the Strategies for Teaching Excellence program, or STEP.
STEP was created as a means to enhance classroom learning through a 5-year plan to explore alternative teaching techniques. Amanda Broom found out more about the STEP program.
Education has changed quite a bit in the past years, but Northeast State is taking it to the next step. The STEP program is what Northeast State administrators are hoping will take this community college to a new degree of teaching excellence.
But what STEP is all about is about active learning, and so I'm very passionate about anything that gets students involved in learning. Instead of recalling information, they're actually able to create things. I'm all about creativity in the classroom.
The STEP program has been part of the education at Northeast State for 3 years now, and results seem promising.
I think there's no question in my mind that STEP is very successful, and it will continue to be.
Success has come from excellent professors who have adapted this new program into the classrooms.
And part of what I do in one of my classes is actually let students themselves present the information or chapters that we cover in the class, especially my U.S. History Honors class.
I feel that if that sort of project was available to me, I would be able to utilize it efficiently.
Is STEP the next innovation in education? With great success and acceptance from both faculty and the student body, it seems as if STEP will be a permanent aspect of Northeast State's education. I'm Amanda Broom with Direction Northeast.
There are also programs in place to help at-risk students. Student support services include academic support, tutoring, career planning, transfer advising, and personal support to help students deal with the challenges that arise while enrolled in college.
The TRIO Student Support Service is a federally funded grant program designed to provide free services to 180 eligible participants each academic year to enable them to achieve their educational goals. Sherry Lester filed this report.
TRIO Student Support Services is a program at Northeast State that helps 180 qualified students achieve their educational, career, and personal goals. It provides counseling, advising, resources, and a variety of cultural experiences that support and promote retention, graduation, and transfer.
A lot of transfer advisement. We have an excellent transfer advisor here. Her name is Tanya Castle. She does a great job in advising our students who are going to go on to four-year schools. The purpose of Student Support Services is to help students stay in school and graduate.
TRIO also offers free tutoring in a variety of courses that is beneficial to the tutor as well as the student.
I never actually had tutoring through TRIO, but I found out I was asked to be a tutor, and as much as anything, where I'm majoring in science and I tutor in science and math, it's forced me to kind of stay on top and review a lot of the material, and it helps me as I've gone on to advanced courses.
The program also started the TRIO Club this year with the purpose of supporting the TRIO students. Anyone can join this club.
We've been doing a lot of the food sales, participating in that. I think TRIO is known for the gravy and biscuits that we have, so we've been doing a lot of that kind of thing. We're getting ready to do in the spring a tea. So we'll be selling tickets to that tea. That will be during the week of Administrative Assistance Day. So hopefully that'll be a big fundraiser for us as well.
For more information about TRIO or to sign up for it, students can stop by the TRIO office, which is located on the bottom floor of the General Studies Building in room C1107. For Northeast State, I'm Sherry Lester.
Any organization must plan for the change of guard that occurs when leadership changes. Our next report examines the programs at Northeast State to prepare for a seamless change.
The Targeted Leadership Development Program is now in its second year at the school. Several cohort groups have undergone comprehensive training to equip them with the skills they'll need to become the next generation of leaders at the school.
It's been said that great leaders are not born, they're made. The Northeast State Targeted Leadership Development Program is working on proving that statement. Last week, the team hosted 2 distinguished guests who shared their insights on the elements of good leadership. These workshops were part of an initiative by the school to develop that potential in its faculty. President Janice Gilliam believes these kinds of events will help Northeast State reach its leadership goals.
People of all personalities become leaders, but it's important for you to know who you are and who others are so you can appreciate what they bring to the table.
Dr. George Baker addressed the team on challenges unique to community colleges. One of the issues two-year schools face is ensuring that students finish their degree.
The leadership here is designed to keep those students in school until they reach their goals. And there's no higher goal for community colleges than that particular one.
On Friday, Atlanta consultant Emma Morris led a workshop on change management for leaders. She specializes in helping teams maximize their leadership potential while maintaining their standards of excellence.
Communication is probably the most important thing. I say you cannot communicate enough because each person will be in a different place and hear it in a different time.
Events like these are helping the Targeted Leadership Development Program participants develop their management skills and enhance their organizational strengths. From Northeast State, I'm Joey Morris. Voting is one of the greatest powers any citizen can have. You've got the power right there in your hand. You have the power to cast your vote for the ideas and beliefs which you feel should govern our country. You can determine the course of nations by casting your vote. Don't give that power away. Register to vote before local deadlines. Learn what the candidates stand for, and then cast your vote when Election Day rolls around. You have the power right there in your hand when you register to vote. This announcement was presented by the students of Northeast State Community College.
Business, medical, and financial institutions must have confidence in the data that they use. Information assurance is the strategic use of technology and software to protect data from internal and external threats. Northeast State offers an associate's degree program designed to fill the demand for information assurance professionals. The Information Assurance program offers hands-on personal instruction. Northeast State Community College is an accredited institution offering financial aid and job placement. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
Arts and culture had a good year at Northeast State. Literary and visual arts flourished at the school.
The theater program scored a major success in the fall with their production of Oedipus, a production which turned out to be an award winner. Justin Keebler reports on Oedipus.
Northeast State's theater department put on the Greek tragedy Oedipus Rex, but the director, Brad McKenzie, decided to make it more modernized with his own vision of the play.
I think a lot of people today write Greek theater off because it's wordy and boring and they think it doesn't matter what happened thousands of years ago. But I think we did a pretty fair job of hooking the audience in with the dynamic visuals of the play, like the masks and the costumes and the set design and the lighting and the sound.
Northeast State has something to smile about. The school's theater department received 7 nominations from the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival for their production of Oedipus Rex. This is the first time a production at Northeast State has received that many nominations, and the nominations include set design, makeup, and acting. The chorus, which some would consider a main character of the play, has a large part in the narration and mood setting of the play. One of the chorus members, Hannah Rockwell, gave her thoughts on the play receiving these nominations.
Every play that I've done with Northeast has always had some great achievement, and this has got to be their top. And I think to have been able to be seen by someone who does it is a great thing for an actor. I mean, you don't get that in being in college. That's something that, Meryl Streep gets, not someone from this place.
With the national recognition Oedipus Rex received, the students and faculty at Northeast State are eager to see what the future holds for the theater department. For Direction Northeast, this is Justin Keebler.
Our final report is about the Northeast State Foundation and how they support the mission and growth of the college.
Last fall, a fundraising effort was undertaken to emphasize the importance of the Foundation's efforts to raise scholarship funding. It was called Because of You.
On November 15th, the Association of Fundraising Professionals celebrated National Philanthropy Day, a day to recognize the contributions those active in the philanthropic community have made to our lives and communities. Northeast State Foundation Executive Director Heather Cook used the Because of You theme as a challenge to faculty and staff to contribute to Foundation scholarships.
This campaign is particularly for scholarships, and so anyone who has participated in a day, they can designate money through their pledge form to any of the specific programs or existing scholarships. And so the way that this has really played a role is that we've increased a lot of numbers of scholarships, and we've also started some new ones.
Both Cook and Dr. Janice Gilliam, president at Northeast State, are excited about the fact that in just the first year of this drive, they exceeded financial goals.
Well, it's obviously above and beyond our goals that we set, so we're very excited about that on our first year really of this kind of campaign internally. And so now we're ready to go out to the community and ask for support because we have committed our own resources internally.
And although the Because of You campaign has ended, that doesn't mean that those interested in giving have missed their opportunity.
The Northeast State Foundation will gladly accept donations throughout the entire academic year. Because of you, it may stop on November 14th, but the need of students will never stop. And so any donations that faculty and staff and the community can send in anytime during the year will benefit students.
For many faculty and staff who participated in this campaign, the school's slogan, "We're here to get you there," was motivation enough to give.
A campaign like this means a lot to me just because it helps raise money for students like me who, might have difficulty paying for their tuition or whatever it may be with everything else that they have to pay for. And so raising money for students like this, students who might not get a chance to come otherwise, a campaign like this makes it possible for more students to come and to make a difference.
If you're interested in giving to the Northeast State Foundation, you can contact Heather Cook or you can visit the website at www.northeaststate.edu. For Northeast State Community College, I'm Joey Morris.
Northeast State's a wonderful place to start your career in college, and the campus is beautiful, the teachers are one-on-one.
It was an excellent decision to come to Northeast State. I've learned so much coming here.
I love the school, and everyone is friendly here. This has been the best time of my life. I have really enjoyed being here.
I think if it hadn't have been for Northeast, then I wouldn't feel as happy and as driven if I chose another school.
Step by step, Northeast State is here to get you there. Enroll now at northeaststate.edu.
Voting is one of the greatest powers any citizen can have. You've got the power right there in your hand. When you cast your vote for the ideas and beliefs which you feel should govern our country, you determine the course of nations just by casting your vote. Don't give that power away. Register to vote before local deadlines. Learn what the candidates stand for and then cast your vote when Election Day rolls around. You have the power right there in your hand when you register to vote. This announcement was presented by the students of Northeast State Community College.
Business, medical, and financial institutions must have confidence in the data that they use. Information assurance is the strategic use of technology and software to protect data from internal and external threats. Northeast State offers an associate's degree program designed to fill the demand for information assurance professionals. The Information Assurance program offers hands-on personal instruction. Northeast State Community College is an accredited institution offering financial aid and job placement. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
That concludes the program for today. We looked at some of the student-produced field reports about the campus and community.
Community is very important to the students at Northeast State Community College, and this program takes a look at a few of the subjects they find important.
Until we meet next time, on behalf of the students, staff, and faculty of Northeast State Community College, I'm Lila Archer.
I'm Joey Morris, and this is Direction Northeast.